Good afternoon, all. Camelback Trading 2724 coming to you this Wednesday afternoon, December 18th, looking at the last 3 days of the market profile of the SPY ETF on Window Trader. And we have an official inside day. If somebody would have bet me this morning that we would have had an inside day after having a 77-cent range yesterday, probably would have given them 100-to-1 odds that we would not. Well, we now had a 72-cent range today. We go out with a poor low, just missed the price probe again to the downside. We have a 99-cent range for the last 3 days. Basically, right? I think it's something like that. 99 cent. Well, actually, no, it's not. We were a little higher. But a little over $1 range for 3 days. We end 12 wide, 2 cents lower from where we were 12 wide yesterday. Now, there were still some opportunities, incredibly. So, I did 3 trades on the day. Did nothing in A period. B period started. Took out A right away. That's not when I took the trade because I was not expecting single prints. But when B came back up, that's when I took the short. I figured once we started one-time framing down, we'd at least come back a little bit. Took a decent size at one point when we got high. It came back. C started. Came back down. Took the rest off. And that was that on that trade. Actually, I took the rest off in B period. C did start with single prints for like a second, and they got filled. So I'm sorry. I covered my short in B period. Didn't even wait for C. Okay. Next trade I took was in D period. I went long. D open. I got long. I did not expect it to come all the way down to the POC. I actually started a long right around the opening. Now, again, it's a 72-cent range, so there wasn't a lot. Started my long above the opening because I thought possibly if we didn't go 4 for 4 wide and stayed above the opening, maybe we get something to the upside. Wasn't expecting a lot, something. Well, that didn't work initially. We went down, went 4 wide. I got longer, added on to the position, and then when it popped, got out of all of it. So that was the second trade, good one. And the third one I took was an M, believe it or not. M open, flushed out initially. Then ran. As soon as it got up to value high, didn't take out KRL, took a put position, wrote it down. Nice trade. So 3 trades on the day. Again, I was worried about people getting complacent, buying value low, selling value high, because it worked all day yesterday, and they're going to do what works till it doesn't anymore, but you're afraid of getting burned really bad at one point. Well, it would have worked again all day. So the spring is tightening, but man, with the holidays coming, I didn't expect this week to be this slow with this tight a range. So we'll see if we get something over the next 2 days. Remember, we have options expiration on Friday, and SPY goes ex-dividend Friday. So be very careful if you go home with a position on Thursday night. Right? If you go home short, you're going to owe the dividend. If you go home long, you're going to get it. However, you're going to be opening, I think it's $1.53 to dividend, so it's pretty big. And it's going to absolutely disrupt how we trade pretty much side by side with the ES for a while. All right, destinations for tomorrow. Upside, 319.86, 12 wide. I'm going to use KSI as the afternoon rally high of 320.07, and then we have the all-time high of 320.25. Now, the one interest, it's a weak high. It's not a poor high, but it's a weak high. So we traded exactly at yesterday's all-time high. So that's a weak high, but at least it's in a regular trade now, is for now. For the downside, today's low of 319.53, which is also a poor low. Then yesterday's low of 319.48. And then you should have the other ones. I'll just give you the gap one. 319.17 daily low, filling the gap at 318.67, a 50-point gap. So tomorrow, for sure, the inside day rules will apply. Where if you come out of it, you go with it either way, and you monitor it for continuation or lack of. Question is, with these ranges we've had, is it going to be lack of? Chart-wise, just quickly, monthly, One-time framing up, gap, still my main focus. Weekly, one-time framing up. Again, gap is my main focus. And the daily, even though it was an inside day, we're still one-time framing up now, 6 days. As long as you don't take out the previous day's low, even though you're inside, you're still one-time framing up. Now, we certainly have hit a roadblock as far as going higher right now. An incredibly tight range. This was not near the holidays. I would say at some point when this broke out, it would go pretty good. But because we're near the holidays, I don't know how much we would get. But we are one-time framing up. The gap is still my main focus. Inside day. Once again, I don't recall a time where we've had a gap on all 3 time frames that have held like this. Hope you had a good day trading. Have a great evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.